Hello, good people of YouTube, and if you can judge by the title of today's video, I'm going to kind of be venting a lot of my frustrations with ranked in today's video. And a lot of it is my opinion, and it's about what they can do, what Wargaming can do to vastly improve the ranked experience, in my opinion at least. And I will talk a bit about my current ranked experience and what it's been like. And honestly, it's been painful as hell for me because I have been able to get past 14. Not for lack of my try. I've been trying best. I've actually been playing ranked really sweaty this season so far. For those of you that don't know, and most of you subscribers should know, I'm not really a super sweaty person. I play this game for fun. But anytime I go into playing a ranked mode, and be it this game, be it Rainbow Six, be it Overwatch, I do try hard, because in my mind, ranked is where you're supposed to go and try hard. Random battles or just random matches are supposed to be where you just go to have fun. And that's my mindset when I approach ranked. So I have been running mostly Stalingrad in ranked this season so far. And I've chosen Stalingrad because, well, it's a fantastic super cruiser. It has great AA to deal with the carriers, which, my god, they are... I'm borderline to the point where I don't think carriers should be in ranked, because every match that I have a carrier in, it's no fun. And it's no fun to fight against. It's no fun to be spotted the entire time during a super competitive game mode. But, I mean, you know, I see why they should be allowed in, but it's been super frustrating recently, especially when you have something like the Hokuru that can just nuke you all day if it gets through. But again, that's why I chose a Stalingrad, because it does have great AA, and, you know, great AP, Russian bias, all that stuff. And what I've been finding is that no matter how much I stack that in my favor, playing the Stalingrad and the build and the flags and all, I'm going super sweaty with all that, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Half the time I've advanced in ranked, I barely did anything, and the team just won. And I still went forward in my ranking. But when I'm doing my best, I'm getting 180, 190, 200,000 damage games in Stalingrad, and we still manage to lose. I don't get to advance. Now, thankfully, when I do have those games, I don't lose a star either, because I was the top damage dealer on my team. But the frustration is just... I want to punch my monitor. And I don't have time to sit here and grind out all these ranks for this steal. I don't. I have a full-time job, on top of doing YouTube pretty much full-time as well. I literally do not have time for this. And am I saying there should be a button where I just get to go up to the single-digit rank? No. But I feel like I'm wasting my time, because my teams keep letting me down, and it's not necessarily their fault all the time. It's not every team member's fault. It's just that I certainly feel like I get put with a couple of players on a team that, you know, I shouldn't be placed with. They seem to be far below. And I'm not trying to sound elitist or anything, but I'm just saying, when you've got a Shimakaze that's dropping all of his torpedoes behind your team, and he nukes two of your cruisers, which I wish to hell I was recording that match, and he nukes two of your cruisers off the map, you're like, I'm being matched with this guy? Like, really? Like, it's not rocket science that you don't drop your torpedoes from behind most of your team. And I mean, that's just one example, and it always seems like the teams that I get put up against there are farly superior, because again, it's just like with the tier 10 matches. More often than not, I'm not losing to a very close game. At least that would be satisfying if that's what was going on. My team's getting blown out of the water more often than not. We just sink two of their ships, and they mop the floor with our team. They get all of us. And a lot of times, it's me that sunk those two ships. And it's so toxic right now. And just with the Smolensk the carriers. I haven't run across any cold bears in ranked yet, thank God. But it's just so excruciating to play. Now, a big step in the right direction, for me at least, would be that you would have to play placement matches in order to get your ranking, and then you would go up or down from there. Like almost every other competitive game that I've played in Overwatch and Rainbow Six, you have to play placement matches to see where you go based upon your skill, and they take things into consideration like damage tanked, damage dealt. I know that this isn't a thing in World of Warships, but like in Overwatch, if you are a healer, how much healing did you do? How much time did you spend on the objective? Things like that should all be taken into consideration for your rank, and not just have you won a match, have you lost a match. As far as I know, in World of Warships, the only thing that really determines you moving up or down is have you won, have you lost, and if you're the top damage dealer in your team, you won't lose a star if your team loses that round, which is probably the only thing that's well fit. And then rank 15 is you can't go any further back than that, and it's extremely frustrating. And that's the only way I can see of them to fix that, is to go from just win-loss being the determination whether or not you get to move up, is to take into consideration, how well did you tank? Did you, do a lot of damage? Did you spend a lot of time on the cap point? Are you doing the things that your class should be doing? So like for battleships, are you tanking? Are you, and again, I'm not a game designer, so I'm not sure how you would measure these type of things, but all those should be taken into consideration instead of just winning and losing. Because, I've seen some things on some other teams where a player really does try their best, and I mean their damn best, to win that match, and they probably should deserve to move up, or at least not lose anything. And again, you do have if you do the most damage on your team, you don't lose a star, but I really don't think that's enough. And all those should be taken into account rather than just winning and losing. And in games like Overwatch, even if you lost a round, but let's say you did a lot of damage, maybe not the best, and you just played your role well, you lose less, I think, skill rating, skill points, I forget what it's called, than you would have if you would have honestly performed pretty crappy. And it does, of course, take into consideration who were you playing against too. Were you playing against people that were of a higher rank than you? Were you playing against people of a lower rank than you? Because in World of Warships, if you get matched with someone who's 2 or 3 ranks ahead of you, and they say they're, the team average, they're 2 or 3 ranks ahead of you, if you win against them, you still only get 1 star. So it just seems really broken, really frustrating, and just conducive to creating a frustrating atmosphere in the game rather than a competitive one. Because honestly, I have no incentive to go forward with playing ranked, and of course that is totally an option. Just don't play ranked. But this game doesn't have a lot of game modes in it, and ranked is a 4th or a 5th of the modes that the game has. You got random battles, co-op, scenario, and ranked. It's literally a 4th of the battles of the modes that the game currently offers. So, yeah, that's my feelings about ranked so far. And if they would go to just a skill-based matchmaker based upon placement matches, I feel like that would cut a lot of the frustrations, because you would have appropriately leveled people playing against appropriately leveled people as well, rather than having someone that is either too high or too low playing at the wrong ranking level. And again, is it going to be a perfect system? No, but it would be, in my opinion, much better than the current system that's in place right now. Because right now, you really can play your heart out, and if you just put with a crappy team, you're kind of stuck there. And for people like me who don't have time to just keep at it and get through all the crappy teams and eventually break through to the higher ranks, we're kind of just screwed. So that's my take on ranked right now and what I think needs to be done. And honestly, that would probably fix most of my problems with ranked, just having the placement matches, not even going to a points-based system rather than just a win or loss system. But this is all my opinion, and let me know in the comments down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think something else needs to be done to rank to improve it? And again, it's an optional mode, which I really don't have to play, and honestly, I probably won't be playing it because I don't really care too much about my ranking. But when I put my heart into a game and try my best and still just lose because I have some really non-intelligent teammates, it's hard to digest. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We are on our way to 7,000 subscribers now. You guys have been doing an awesome job with all the new subscriptions recently, and it's been a fantastic couple of months on the channel. So again, thank you guys for that. Hope you're having a great day, and I hope to catch all of you guys in the next one.